plan that includes trillions of dollars in tax cuts. Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with what it means for families nationwide.
This morning, the House barely passing the Republican budget resolution by 2 votes. The measure calls for $4.5 trillion in tax cuts and a $2 trillion reduction in federal spending, which could lead to cuts for programs like Medicaid, which is used by some 80 million Americans. Tuesday's vote was a crucial moment for Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson, who is dealing with a razor-thin majority.
We're going to celebrate tonight, and we'll roll up our sleeves and get right back at it in the morning. Thank you so much.
Meanwhile, Democrats universally opposing the budget resolution. Representative Brittany Peterson, who was on maternity leave, even showing up to vote with her young son.
Unfortunately, I wasn't given the opportunity to vote remotely after giving birth, but I wasn't going to let that stop me from being here to represent my constituents and vote no on this disastrous Republican budget proposal.
Ahead of the vote, Democrats organized a protest outside the U.S. Capitol. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries slamming the Republican budget plan. It comes as backlash continues over DOJ's efforts to shrink the size of the federal government, firing thousands of workers. Voters confronting lawmakers at town hall meetings nationwide. The measure now heads to the Senate, where senators must decide if they will pass the House version intact or the one they passed on Friday, setting up an intra-party clash. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.